It's Hayley. This is the week 11, 12 and 13 pregnancy vlog rolled into one. I've been to see, in week 11 I've been to see the GP at my local surgery. I don't know if you remember, I was saying on one of my previous vlogs that they'd asked to see me. I just literally had a letter saying they'd had a scan result and that they'd wanted to see me non-urgently. So I went in and it was as I thought. It was a bit of a waste of time going. He basically just said, they've seen a fibroid and they've seen a cyst, don't worry about it. That was literally it. Because I was already down to see a consultant at the hospital. He was pretty much like, just make sure you go to that appointment. And just make sure you go to all your appointments. And I said, well, I will do. So that was that. So that was fine. Week 12 I went for my scan, so my week 12 scan, and that was absolutely fine. Baby was moving around, it got a good heartbeat and everything. The sonographer on that day was a different sonographer from the one I saw at 8 weeks. She looked at the cyst and she said that the cyst was actually smaller than it was on the previous scan. She actually said she thought the cyst might even disappear by my next, well, she said my next scan, which was 20 weeks. At that point it was 20 weeks, so that was good. She couldn't see the fibroid. She said, oh, where did they see it? And I said, well, to be honest, she wasn't sure it was even there. But she sort of recorded it just in case, but she was a little bit unsure if it was a fibroid or if it was just sort of a jagged piece of endometrium. So the sonographer on the 12-week scan said she couldn't see a fibroid at all. So she was actually going to put on the notes that she did not observe a fibroid. So it just looks like there's a cyst there on the right ovary, and that the fibroid it isn't really a fibroid. So that's fine. So that was all good. And then the funny thing was, later that week I got another letter from my GP saying they'd had the scan result and that I needed to go in to see them non-urgently. So I think I'm not going to go, because I think I'll just go and they'll just say, oh, they've seen a cyst. I know. But I appreciate, I mean, the way the doctor said it to me, the GP, was, we just want to make sure that you're in the know, and that you've been told the information and everything. So I'd rather be told twice than not told at all. But I'm not going to go in because I'm seeing a consultant. I did get my appointment through for my consultant, and that was actually yesterday, so in week 13. So I went to see, well, I say the consultant, I saw one of the registrars, but she's lovely. I've seen her before, a couple of years ago, and that wasn't pregnancy related, but it was for GAN, it was for PCOS. So she actually said, oh, I remember you, and she said she was pleased that I'd had a baby and that I was going to have another one. So it was nice. She read my notes before I even went in. She knew everything about me, so she'd actually bothered to read the notes, because the last time I went, although the consultant was quite good, the registrars I found, sort of, you walked in and they just said, oh, why are you here? And you said, well, because I've got to come because you've asked me to come. And then they'd like fumble through your notes, and I just felt like they weren't prepared. But she was very prepared for me coming in. So she saw me very quickly. I didn't have to wait. In fact, I got in before my time, and I was actually leaving before my appointment was even due. So it was pretty good. Yeah, so she basically just said that they were going to do everything that they'd done last time. She just wanted to see me again at 16 weeks, and I'd be having a scan, and a cervical length scan as well on that day, and then I'd be seen again for the 20-week scan, like what you normally have. So I'm going to get an extra scan at 16 weeks, and then she said, further along in the pregnancy I have a growth scans, which I already know because I've had those before with Harry. So yeah, so that went really well. I've got no complaints about the care that I've had so far, so that's good. Yes, that's it then for my appointments. In terms of like my symptoms, I've still been quite tired, but I have found that I'm able to manage a bit more now. Throughout the day I'm not feeling as drained, and because it was getting to where I just couldn't hardly keep my eyes open. But although by night time I am exhausted, I say night time, it's about 7, I'm exhausted, but I am able to kind of do my day-to-day, you know, things now quite a bit more easily. Smells are still getting to me. I found now that I'm only sick if I smell sorry, talking about it makes me feel sick. I've only been sick if I've smelt something bad. And I say bad, nobody else can smell it. I don't even know what you can smell, but things like washing up liquid and stuff that make me feel a bit sick. Changing my son's nappies as well, but that's getting better. I mean, it has to be done at the end of the day, so... Anyway, so yeah, so things are improving, definitely improving. I have told work now that I'm expecting again, so hence why I've started putting the videos on. I was waiting for that, and so I don't think anybody knows I do YouTube, but you just know if you posted it out there for everybody to see and then didn't tell people at work, you're asking for trouble. So anyway, so that's it then. So yeah, so like I say, I've not got any appointments now until the 16th week, and I've actually got a couple of appointments in the 16th week, one with the normal midwife, one with the hospital, so there'll be sort of more of an update on things then from sort of the medical aspect of it, but I might wait and do weeks 14, 15 and 16 together or whatever, but we'll see. I'm going to do a bump shot today because I've not done one obviously since the last vlog, which was week 10. So you can definitely see now that there's a bump there. So that's week 13 bump. Alright then. Alright, hopefully see you next time. Bye.